Welcome to Sugarloaf Christian Camp. Sugarloaf Christian Camp has been around for many years. It originally started back in the 70s, whenever a group of churches got together and said, hey, we need a good Christian camp around. Well, many things have changed since those days, and there's been a lot of different things happen over the years at Sugarloaf Christian Camp. But let me just try to take you on a little journey through time, and not just through time, but to show you exactly where is Sugarloaf Christian Camp. So the question comes, where exactly is Sugarloaf Christian Camp? Well, we're in the United States of America. You probably already figured that out. And we're in Kentucky, and yeah, you probably know that too. Well, I tried to look it up on Google Maps, and this is what I found. You see the little star there? Well, the little star does represent Sugarloaf Christian Camp. And there's a little area, if you look real close, between Flemingsburg, a place called Wallingford, and a place called Foxport. And if you look real close, you'll notice that Sugarloaf is actually closer to a place called Foxport, Kentucky than it is anywhere. But it's on a little side road. It's not exactly the easiest place in the world to find, but once you get back there, it's a wonderful place to be. There's lots of land and lots of acreage. Well, let me tell you a little bit more about who comes to camp and what goes on a day to camp. You may be wondering, does Sugarloaf Camp have a place for me? Well, just like this little fella that's on his way to camp, Sugarloaf Camp does have a place for you. Whether you're old or young, there's something that probably goes on there that suits you. Now, we have several weeks that we take in just children. It goes all the way from cookie crunchers, which is a very early age right there, about first and second grade, and then it goes all the way to senior high. And that takes you up to the 12th grade. So we cover all the ages in basically school-age kids. But we also have camp for the family. It's called family camp, as you might have guessed. But it takes in all ages. There's something for everyone there that particular time whenever family camp goes on. And you don't want to forget our other meetings that we have. We have an old-fashioned camp meeting that takes place. And, there's a ladies' retreat. Like I said, there's something for about everybody. Well, let's take a look at what goes on at the camp. Those look like some cookie crunchers right there. Now, I want you to look at those faces. Do they look like they're scared? You don't have to be scared either. The people who work here are super nice, and they're there to help you, not to hurt you. So, if you're a little guy and you're thinking about going to camp, don't be afraid. There's lots of other little guys your same age. Yeah, we have some campfires, and that's pretty neat. And, we have some time of just getting together. But there's lots of things that we do. Now, there's some favorites that I have. Let me tell you about those. Well, this was the best picture I have of this, but this is the camp dinner bell. Now, you may think, why take a picture of a camp dinner bell? Well, eating is one of my personal favorite things, and whenever that camp dinner bell rings, there's a lot of people comes to line up. And you know why they line up? Because they're getting ready to eat. Every meal is cooked in a home-cooked fashion way, and it is all good food. So, the campers are usually pretty happy about what they have to eat. Now, maybe you have a finicky eater. Don't worry about that. If there's somebody who they just can't seem to get suited, they'll try to get them something else on their plate so that they don't starve to death or anything like that. But all in all, every meal probably has something that everyone likes. Every day, unless it is absolutely pouring down rain, starts off with a flag raising. The kids not only raise the flag themselves, or they have an adult help them do that, they also say the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. After they do that, there's usually a prayer. And then there's something that's really neat. Before breakfast is served, there's a quiet time. A time to open up your Bible and do a little bit of studying and a little bit of prayer to get your day going right. If there's one sport that shows up at camp among all others, it's the oddest one of all. It's called carpet ball. That's what all these kids are gathering around. It's this little shuffleboard-like game that the kids seem to love. Now, others have tried to invent it, but there's no place better to play it than Sugarloaf Christian Camp. Sometimes in the evenings, the deans have set the schedules up, and they'll set up a time whenever the kids do some dramas. Mostly they act out plays from the Bible and do their best to show what exactly happened in those plays, and then usually they're broken up into teams, and all the teams get to do that, and in the end somebody looks at them and sees how well they did at those things. Those things are just kind of fun. And sometimes they just do fun things and fun skits, and sometimes they even do things that show off their talents. And occasionally some guest from somewhere comes in and does something really neat for everybody to sit back and watch. There's definitely one place that most of the kids love to wait on, and that's Canteen. It opens up about 2 times a day, but in that canteen are found all the delicious candy in the world. And boy, it's a great time to hang out and talk to your friends too. For some of the children, if you ask them, what is your favorite time during the camp week? I think many would say it's the campfire. It's a unique time that usually happens every night. Usually around 9:30 or 10 o'clock after it's dark. They go down for a campfire and they sing some songs, and usually someone speaks a few words, and sometimes after that they break up into prayer groups. But this is a unique time that, it's just special as you're out there all in the woods and you see the fire and you see the stars. It's kind of neat. This is a picture of the old camp pool. I know it doesn't look like it would fit that many, but you got to realize that's been replaced. Things are really changing. Those creative recreational geniuses that come out and work Sugarloaf Christian Camp, they can always find some kind of games that the kids love to play. Most of that happens in the afternoons at camp. I wish I had time to tell you about teen times and how that works, and chapel, and that takes place during the day, and, Vespers and missions of the week, and so many different things that we didn't have time to discuss. But I know if you'll just take time to come out one week, you can see just how wonderful it is. So, no matter what age you are, know there's something for you at Sugarloaf Christian Camp. All in all, Sugarloaf Christian Camp is a great place to spend a week during summer. So I hope you take a look at that brochure and you find out what the best week is for you to come. Well, maybe there's more than one. But come join Sugarloaf Christian Camp and learn more about the God that we serve.